Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever felt a bit lost trying to figure out how much something costs in Germany, or maybe found yourself totally unable to politely say you'd actually prefer the blue shirt over the red one, well, you're exactly in the right place. Today, we're taking a virtual shopping trip. We're going to master some essential German A1 vocabulary, learn how to confidently ask about prices, and most importantly, express exactly what we want to buy.
Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover welcome to the shop, asking about prices, the power of pronouns, expressing your preferences, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with a real-world shopping dialogue.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Welcome to the Shop.
So picture this. We just strolled through the doors of a bustling German shop. Before we can even think about buying anything, we need to know what we're looking at. You'll see everyday items everywhere, but here is the absolute golden rule of German. You have to memorize the noun along with its definite article, der, die, or das. I know, it can be super frustrating trying to remember if a piece of fruit is masculine or feminine, but trust me, it is the foundation of the whole language. So it's not just Apfel for apple, it's der Apfel. It's not just banana, it's die Banana. And for a book, you've got das Buch. Oh, and for plural items like shoes, we always use die, so die Schuhe. Locking in these genders right now is literally going to save you so many headaches when we get to pronouns in just a minute. Now, as we're browsing, you'll probably spot some items with fantastic prices. We'd call those billig, meaning cheap, or günstig, which is a great word for favorable or well-priced. On the flip side, some items might make your wallet hurt a bit. Those are teuer, or expensive. And spotting whether something is günstig or teuer naturally brings us to our next step, finding out exactly how much they are.
Which brings us to Section 2, asking about prices.
Here's where it gets interesting. How does German handle the verb to cost? Well, it depends entirely on how many items you're actually buying. The rule is wonderfully simple, though. When you ask about one single item, you use the singular verb form, kostet. So, wie viel kostet der Apfel means how much does the apple cost? But the second you grab a whole bag of apples, the subject becomes plural. Now you switch to kosten. Wie viel kosten die Äpfel? See that? One item gets a T at the end, kostet. Multiple items get an N at the end, kosten. So a single shoe is was kostet der Schuh, but the pair is was kosten die Schuhe. Keep that straightforward rule in your back pocket, and you'll never stumble at a price tag again.
Okay, so you ask the shopkeeper your perfectly crafted question, and you get an answer. But when you look at the price tag itself, you might do a bit of a double take. You're going to often see the price written with a comma instead of a decimal point. It's a classic mix-up for travelers, but it's completely standard in Germany. To say €1.50, you simply say €1,50. So if you ask, wie viel kostet das Wasser? They'll likely say, es kostet €1,50. It's just a small cultural quirk, but knowing it definitely makes you feel like an insider.
Let's move on to Section 3, the power of pronouns.
We know the prices now, but to avoid sounding like a broken record repeating the product name over and over, we use a grammatical shortcut, pronouns. And guys, this is the biggest trap for English speakers. In English, an apple is just an it, a book is an it. But in German, the pronoun depends entirely on the German article. Because apple is masculine, der Apfel, the pronoun you use to replace it is er, which literally translates to he. I know it feels bizarre at first to call an apple he, but you honestly get used to it. A feminine word like die Banana becomes sie, and a neuter word like das Buch becomes es. And for all plural nouns, no matter the gender, just use sie. You absolutely must match the pronoun to the grammatical gender, not what the object actually is. Once that clicks, German grammar really just opens up for you.
Let's do a super quick test to make sure this is sticking. If you want to say the apple costs €2, you say der Apfel kostet 2 Euro. But if you want to follow that up by simply saying it costs €2, which pronoun fills in that blank? Think about the article for apple. Is it er, sie, or es?
You guessed it. Because the noun is der Apfel, it's masculine, so we use er.